We're on the stairway to heaven. I just had my haircut and I had actually booked a taxi ride home, but then I was just stood here and I got super inspired to make this live stream for you boys because I was just meditating on this world of cold approach, this thing that we're doing, going out there, striking up spontaneous conversations with gob-smackingly gorgeous girls. And I appreciate that there's still a lot of guys in my audience who have still not done their first approach yet, or maybe you have done your first approach but you've not done an approach for a couple of weeks and now you feel as though you've gotten rusty, you feel as though you've lost momentum, the resistance starts to feel more fierce, and now you're doubting yourself, you're grappling with that perceived lack of self-worth, thinking too many steps ahead, experiencing failure in advance and rejecting yourself on the girl's behalf. So I wanted to just bring it back to basics on this live stream and hit you with some super practical mindsets that you can implement the next time you go out there to approach girls. So the thing that really helped me on my cold approach odyssey, and I think has really helped the guys who I coach personally, is switching from a results-based mindset to an action-based mindset. So viewing the reps themselves as the reward and taking immense pleasure in the becoming as opposed to being fixated on the being. So I think because we live in a world which is conditioned to have an appetite for instant gratification. If you're hungry, you eat food. Everything is available at the touch of a screen or the swipe of a button. We don't have to go into the wilderness anymore for 40 days and 40 nights and return a man. We don't really have any great war that we're fighting. We don't have any rite of passage. And oftentimes, cold approach is the ultimate test of delayed gratification, right? Because when you're first going out there, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you don't know. You're just shooting shots in the dark and you're wondering, am I doing this right? Like, it feels like a minefield. You might be approaching girls, you're getting like weird vibes, you feel as though you're a weirdo for going out there and declaring your desire for beautiful women, you feel like a closet heterosexual, and then maybe you go on the internet, you watch guys such as myself have good conversations, and then you start to compare yourself to people like me. You don't take into consideration the fact that I've been investing into my social skills since the age of 13, so don't compare your first chapter to somebody else's 50th, right? We're all operating on our own timeline, but one of the best mindsets that's helped me is just going from this results-based mindset to an action-based mindset. And what I mean by this is showing up and putting the reps in purely because you want to do those reps, rather than going out there and thinking, I need to approach girls today because I'm lonely, I need to get dates, I need to get phone numbers, I need to receive validation from the feminine to stop myself feeling so unworthy. Focus on the controllables. Like, realistically, you can't actually control if a girl gives you her phone number. Like, you can't control that fully. You don't know when you go out there, you don't know which girls are going to find you attractive. You don't know what time of the month it is when you approach that girl. You don't know where her current buying temperature is. You don't know what sort of day she's having. You don't know what her type is. You don't know if she's single. It's a lottery when you're going out there, and that's why cold approach is not for the faint-hearted, because it will make you question your sense of self-worth, I think, more than any other activity, especially when you first get started. I would say most guys are going to quit before they've even started, but I think most guys will end up giving up on cold approach after the first week because their brain is not being satiated by instant results, instant gratification. So I want you to start operating with an action-based mindset. The best blueprint I can give you is dedicate one day this week. I'll just move out because it's a little bit loud. Dedicate one day this week and say to yourself, right, this coming Saturday, I'm going to do 5 direct cold approaches in 1 hour. That's a far better mindset to operate with than, I'm just going to go out and approach girls and hopefully some will like me. No. I want us to be more pragmatic than that, and I want us to focus more on an action-based mindset. You can control all of those things. You can control if you go out there. You can control how many girls you approach, and you can control the time limit that you set for yourself. And these don't need to be long conversations either. 5 direct cold approaches. If you've never done this before, then maybe 5's too much for you. Maybe you could say to yourself, right, this coming Saturday, I'm gonna go into my city centre and I'm gonna give myself 30 minutes to do 1 direct cold approach. And if I haven't done it after those 30 minutes, I'm gonna go home, right? I don't want you to be parading around the pavements for 4 or 5 hours talking to nobody, because that's gonna lead you to getting more and more frustrated, and then you're gonna become one of those guys who becomes bitter. You'll start to become bitter towards the process of cold approach. You'll probably start to become bitter towards women as well, which is the last thing that I want. Like, dude, this channel, as well as championing healthy masculinity and helping a generation of men live a life beyond the beige, like, I'm somebody who, I believe in the sacred communion between the masculine and the feminine. I believe when we strip back all the bullshit, we all just want to connect. We all want to be loved. We all want to have incredible connections with wife-worthy women and feel love for who we are rather than what we have. But this is how it all starts. This is how it started for me, right? 4 years ago, when I made that decision to go out into Leeds city centre during the pandemic, it all started with a decision to go out and just do that first one. Just do that first direct cold approach. That really opened the floodgates to a new life for myself. Like, it's crazy when I actually think about this, but that decision that I made 4 years ago to take radical action, to just go out there and view the rep itself as the reward. I'm like, dude, I'm not going out there to get phone numbers today. I'm not going out there that wife-worthy woman. I'm not going out there because I want to find a gob-smackingly gorgeous girlfriend. I just want to go out there today to prove myself that I can do it. I want to go out there and I want to prove all my demons wrong. I want to go out there and prove that my limitations are hallucinations. I want to do this for myself. And that's what it was for me. I couldn't comprehend the fact that there was something in this world that scared me. And if I didn't do that, I wouldn't know what's good for myself. And that's why I try and bang it into your brain how this goes so much deeper than all. About facing your fears. It's about dive bombing into discomfort, and then this mindset that I'm giving you, this action-based mindset, as opposed to a results-based mindset, it spills over into the rest of our lives. Like, now, when I'm operating my business, right, I'm not gonna lie, I've had the best financial week, actually. Like, I've had the best financial week right now since I started this whole thing. Like, introducing new members into my private network, the Entourage, really creating what I believe to be the most valuable network on the planet for guys who want to master this skill set, become the most fuckable version of themselves and live a life free from bullshit. But like, the way that I've achieved this, the way that I've become the most fuckable version of myself, the way that I'm now making more money than I ever thought possible, the way that I'm now living this multi-international independent lifestyle, it's by focusing on impact over revenue. It's by focusing on the act. I'm going to create this live stream because I love making it. I'm going to connect with the guys in my entourage because I love talking to them. I'm going to approach that girl because I love women and I love her as an individual, and I want to delight in her beauty because that makes me feel good as a man. I want to hold the door open for a girl. I want to pay for the dates. I want to text the girl 4 or 5 times after I've just met her, because why not? That pleases me to do so. And it's not doing the thing because I think I'm going to get an outcome from it. It's like, I'm just doing the thing because it pleases me to do so. So, yeah, if you're completely new to cold approach, the best advice I can give you, and this will genuinely make a difference to your life if you actually implement it, is start viewing the reps themselves as a reward. Okay, go out into your city centre, set yourself that intention. It's just like a gym workout. Right, I'm going to go to the gym tomorrow and I'm going to do 5 sets of incline dumbbell press, set your weights, and then you go, hit it, right? So it's the same thing with this, right? I'm going to go out into my city centre this coming Saturday. I'm going to give myself 1 hour to do 5 direct call approaches. Excuse me, I just wanted to say, you look amazing. What are you doing today? Oh, you're going shopping. That's amazing. Have a good day. Repeat 5 times. Yeah, and like once you've done that first one, it really does open the floodgates for the rest of your life. That's what it was for me. Yeah, I did that first approach and I was like, yes, mate, I've got hunger for this now. If I can do 1, I can do 10. If I can do 10, I can do 100. Once you've done 100 direct call approaches, you're in the game, right? You've pretty much started to develop proficiency, and then it's just about continuing to put those reps in. So, yeah, I just wanted to hit you with this epiphanova because I like to talk about esoteric topics. I like to bring in the topic of God and higher planes of spiritual consciousness, but I just wanted to hit you boys with just this no-nonsense, back-to-basics blueprint, right? When you're going out to cold approach girls, don't focus on the girl, don't focus on the result, don't focus on what you can get out of the interaction. The only focus is the fulfillment that you will get through the taking of the radical action, all right? So focusing on impact over revenue, focusing on the rep rather than the result. And that's when the results do come flooding in. Like I find that in myself, like internal state equals external reality. When I'm just enjoying myself, when I'm in a great mental place, when I'm just bulldozing my way through life, I'm doing great work, I'm waking up every day in my dream, I'm doing these live streams, I'm speaking to you every day, I'm delighting the guys in my private network, I'm attracting more people into my life and more opportunities and more beauty and more wealth and more prosperity. It's like, it just puts me into this place of complete self-adoration where it's almost like I don't need anything from the world anymore. It's like I'm having my own internal party. And then because I'm operating from this place of wholeness rather than from this place of lack, and I don't need anything from anybody. It's like the person who has the most cares the least. It's that full, unapologetic abundance. And this is what you will get from this journey of cold approach. But start off with the basics, right? Just start off with the basics. 5 direct cold approaches this coming Saturday. If you've not done a direct cold approach yet, then just set yourself the intention to do 1. After watching this live stream, why not walk outside and just find 1 woman? It doesn't have to be a woman you necessarily find that attractive. It could be a hashtag milkshake, but just give her a reason to smile. Like, be the reason she has a better day. Seduce the world. Make everybody feel beautiful. And that's when your energy becomes magnetic. So I hope you understand what I'm getting at here, because this really is the epiphanova, which will change the entire game for you. Don't worry about fancy conversation topics. Don't worry about push-pull or teasing or any of this other like nonsense, which is just you've got too much information and not enough implementation. So back to basics. Go outside, find women, tell them they look amazing. That's it. So yeah, boys, I hope you found this useful. If you've enjoyed it, then drop the live stream a like. I'm really happy that I decided to make this because I was just gonna like go home and then me and my girl are gonna go to a rooftop bar or something like that. I don't know, it's gonna be a nice evening. So anyway, yeah, I love you all very much. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you haven't downloaded my free courses yet, I'll link them below. Conversation Killer, Most Fuckable Man course. But yeah, just keep it simple. Keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate this shit. All it is just talking to people. She's just a girl. The worst you can say is, no thanks, I've got a boyfriend, I don't find you attractive. That's it. Not every woman is gonna wanna sleep with you. It's fine. Get over it. Your ego's too big. Anyway, boys, I love you all very much. I'll speak with you again tomorrow. Stay sexy. I've not said that in ages. Stay sexy, live legendary, and don't die with your music still inside of you. All right.